I would like to introduce Emma Mulholland, the salutatorian for the class of 2024. During her 4 years at Steeleville High School, Emma has achieved a 3.94 GPA. Emma has received a medal from the Steeleville School District and a certificate from the Regional Office of Education.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the very special day for the class of 2024. I want to start by saying thank you to all of our families, friends, and teachers for helping us along our journey. It is hard to believe that we're already graduating. Seems like just yesterday, we were walking through the doors with our masks on and we were ready to start our freshman year. At times, it seemed like high school would never end, but today is proof that there is light at the end of the tunnel. After today, we go in different directions. But I know that each of us will find a way to succeed. Wherever you go after you walk out of school for the last time, I encourage you to all pursue what is most dear to you and find a way to make a difference. I challenge all of you to go out and make your own path, learn from your mistakes, and face fears head on. I wish you all the best of luck. So to everyone here, thank you for playing a pivotal role in our lives, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here today celebrating graduation with you. Congratulations, Steeleville High School seniors. I'm sure your education and experience at Steeleville High School have helped prepare you for your success in your future endeavors. In 1991, our bank established a scholarship award in memory of Arthur Weary Jr., the former chairman of the board. The bank is currently awarding 2 annual scholarships of $1,000 in each of the 3 school districts in which we are located. That's a total of $6,000 that the bank awards each year to deserving graduating seniors. Today, 2 seniors graduating at Steeleville High School will receive $1,000 toward their higher education expenses. All graduating seniors continuing their education full-time are eligible to apply for these scholarships. Selections are made by a committee of your faculty, administration, and school board. It is my pleasure to announce this year's scholarship awards go to Peyton and Aubriana Buckhorn. Will you both please come forward at this time?
On behalf of the Steeleville Chamber of Commerce, I'd like to extend our sincere congratulations to the class of 2024. The Steeleville Chamber of Commerce is an organization formed by the local business owners and representatives of this community. The Chamber continues to believe in the importance of higher education. We are pleased to once again be able to give a scholarship to help one of these young people pursue their dream in the hopes that they will one day return to Steeleville and be the next generation of the Steeleville Chamber of Commerce. The scholarship is awarded to an individual who plans to pursue their education and shows academic excellence and leadership. These are just a few of the skills that will be important for these graduates as they go forward today and find their own paths to success. This year's recipient has shown academic excellence and leadership in his time at Steeleville High School and has continued to do so while being active in extracurricular and community service events. It is a great honor that I present the 2024 Steeleville Chamber of Commerce Scholarship to Micah Jacobus. On behalf of the Steeleville JCs, I would like to congratulate the class of 2024 and wish you the best on all your future endeavors. I'm here this afternoon to present the Steeleville JC Service to Humanity Award. We are often asked, what does it mean to be a JC? The Steeleville JCs is a civic organization that was established in 1976 by a group of volunteers to provide activities for the improvement of our community. The Webster's Dictionary defines volunteer as a person who freely offers their time or chooses to take part in a task without reward. The volunteers who continue to make the JCs thrive believe in this definition and live by it and the principles outlined in our National JC Creed, which ends in the most important principle that service to humanity is the best work of life. The scholarship is presented to the outstanding Steeleville High School senior who best exhibits service to his or her community and best describes what service to humanity means to them. To the graduates, if your path is to continue living in Steeleville today after graduation, please consider joining our group and helping make your community a better place to call home. It is my pleasure to announce that the recipient for this year's JC Service to Humanity Scholarship is Aubrey Buckhorn.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to the class of 2024. Several years ago, Dr. Renee Reiniger and myself decided that we wanted to start a scholarship to help young females pursue a higher education after graduation. As current business owners, we have had to put to use many skills that we were taught while we were students here at SHS. We both attribute a large part of our success to those skills which were taught to us by Mrs. Darlene Shannon, who spent over 30 years teaching keyboarding and business classes here at Steeleville and served as the FBLA advisor. She always stressed professionalism to us and made us learn basic skills to help us succeed. It is for this reason that Dr. Reiniger and I named the scholarship that we are awarding the Darlene Shannon Women in Business Scholarship. This award is being awarded to a graduating female who is pursuing her education at a four-year university and best described to us what we feel professionalism means to us. I am pleased to present the award to this year's recipient as she described what we feel professionalism is and what we feel she has already portrayed in her years here at Steeleville High School. I'm honored to present the 2024 Darlene Shannon Women in Business Scholarship to Aubrey Buckhorn.
I would like to introduce 6 valedictorians for the class of 2024. During their 4 years at Steeleville High School, all 6 achieved a 4.0 grade point average. They have each received a medal from the Steeleville School District and a certificate from the Regional Office of Education. Would Aubrey Buckhorn, Peyton Buckhorn, Tyler Ernstein, Olivia Rady, Logan Tripp, and Laura Whitmire please come forward.
programs, you may notice that our class song is Good Old Days by Macklemore. In this song, they sing, "Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days." These lyrics could not be more accurate. As we look back at our time here, numerous memories were created. From freshman to senior year, this class has stuck by each other like no other. From battle classes to simply being there for each other and supporting one another when life threw us unexpected curveballs, we knew that there were always shoulders to lean on. I vividly remember each year during battle classes seeing everyone cheering on and encouraging one another. I've also been the recipient of and have seen how our classmates came together when life was tough for us. This love for the class has the love this class has for one another is unmatched. Thank you, class of 2024, for your love and support. As we all embark on new paths, whatever they may be, I hope that our bond always remains the same as it is today.
Our freshman year felt like one of the longest years of high school, but it also felt like a blur. This was because we became freshmen in 2020 at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. For that entire school year, we had to wear face masks, sanitize and clean desks every class period, and every day was like a 2:30 dismissal. That's why the year felt so long, but in actuality, it was the year we spent the least time at school. Hence why I said it was a blur. Not much happened during our freshman year. We still had the same clubs, but field trips were harder to organize. It also didn't help that due to the pandemic, spectators weren't able to physically go to several games and matches for our sports. However, the year wasn't all bad. It started to get easier for us when we finally got an English teacher about a month into the school year. I believe Mr. Gardner really lifted our spirits, especially since we didn't have to worry anymore about coming in and having a new substitute teacher every day. We also had a mock election in November of that year, which helped us all understand the voting process a little bit more. Another good thing that happened that year was Lucky Ducks in March. Every day the office would call out numbers, and if the number they called was on the bottom of your rubber duck, you'd win a prize. We also had other memorable moments throughout the year, such as when we had children in biology, when we would drive with Mr. Sutton, and of course, playing Among Us during lunch. When looking back on our freshman year, I initially only thought of COVID, but when I started looking through our freshman yearbook, I was instantly reminded of all those good moments in a time in which I think we all knew.
Sophomore year started much like freshman year ended. We still had to wear masks, although most of the time they were either worn as headbands or chin mullets. Thankfully, as the year progressed, the mask mandate was lifted, and we began to experience a normal year of high school. We welcomed Ms. Draper into our school family as our new PE and health teacher. We were able to put on our first theater production with Mr. Gardner. All of our clubs, trips, and activities were now back in full swing, and spectators were once again allowed at sporting events. The sports season in our sophomore year was very successful. Our volleyball team won regionals, golf and cross country were conference champs, baseball won sectionals, and boys basketball went to state where they placed fourth, making school history. This was also the year we were waiting for while our parents dreaded it. We were finally going to get to drive. Some of us weren't so bad, while others could use some practice. I would like to say that we're all great drivers now, but let's face it, some of us still need that practice. As our sophomore year came to a close, we realized our high school career was already halfway over. I would like to thank all of our families and teachers for being patient and tolerating us through the years. Junior year was full of new events and people. Our school welcomed 2 new teachers, Mr. Parks, our agricultural and vocational teacher, and Ms. Rickenberg, our special education teacher. Miss Lane welcomed her new baby, Nora Ruth, in November. We started Wacky Warrior Wednesday, which our class finished first in. The Actors Guild pulled off their first full stage show, to which a big thank you is owed to Mr. Gardner for trusting the members. We also introduced a few new classes: Health Life Management, Community Health, College Sophomore, Cultural Literature. In health, we learned medical knowledge as well as cooking basics. This was the fun part, especially when we made salsa and put it into a blender and not a food processor. While the year was uneventful as a whole, there were plenty of moments that stick out to me.
For this, another thank you is due, this time to Mr. Gibson for putting up with us all in the course. This was the first hour of our day, and if you know our class, you know none of us are late or on school on time. Today, I wish I could stand here and say this has changed our senior year, but I'm not going to lie to you. We never knew this year would arrive so, but we reached our destination and it's already come to an end. Senior year has been one of the most stressful but rewarding years of our lives. We had to make important decisions for our futures, whether that be going to college, the workforce, or the military. This was a year full of our last first day of school when we enjoyed breakfast together, which also happened to be the only day that we were all on time. Our last first day of homecoming week, that luckily ended with finally winning Bible classes, which others had doubted at first. And our last first day of the second semester, when we knew that only 2 quarters separated us from this graduation day. Luckily, when we shared the bathroom space for shelter for a little over an hour last week due to the threat of a tornado, that was the last time we will be doing that together. We may have to go on with our lives as adults, but we are still kids at heart, playing Duck Duck Goose with little kids, playing a fast game of dodgeball, and laughing together about some individual space planning the trampolines. Although this class will not be in the same place together, we can still remember all the good times that were created during our high school years. Although many of us are ready to move on with our lives, I would like to say thank you to all who have been here on our journey so far. Thanks to all the teachers and staffs who have helped us along our journey all the way up to our final hours being students. And thank you to all the coaches who believed in us in our final days being high school athletes. Finally, thank you to all the parents that have put up with our attitudes being totally done with the way having a few so well.
I think it's pretty safe to say that I was one of the last ones to school almost every day, so I think it's quite fitting I get to speak last. As I look at my classmates in the front row, I can only think of 2 things. First, I can't believe our graduation day is already here. And second, I can't believe how sick I am of seeing you guys. Just joking, of course, in all seriousness, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. Except for that tornado scare about 2 weeks ago. I like you guys, but we don't need to be that close. We didn't always get along and we had our fights, but in the end we always made up, and to me at least that was happy. This last year felt like it lasted a lifetime, and without my classmates, I think it really would. If I had listened to Mr. Sutton talk about insurance, interest rates, or his next archery tournament one more time, I don't know if I could have handled it, but thankfully we all got there together and we're all here now. I'd like to reiterate a big thank you to all the parents driving all of us kids around before we could drive and putting up with our nonsense for all those years. My mom used to always tell me when I complained that I would survive and I'd be fine, and many times I didn't believe her, but of course she was always right. To all the teachers, I appreciate your unwavering commitment to our education, especially during the times when our own commitment was probably lacking. You guys will leave a lasting impression on us, that I'm sure. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank the class of 2024. You guys kept it fun when there was no fun. You guys made it memorable during the times that were easy to forget. And as we move on to bigger and better things, I know our time here at Steeleville High School will not be forgotten. Thank you.
Good afternoon. As president of the Steeleville Education Foundation, and on behalf of all your soon-to-be fellow alumni, please accept our sincerest congratulations. The Alumni Scholarship Award winners are selected based on the virtues of the candidates seeking to further their education, who are instinctively kind, follow Christian values, and show hard work. I am both pleased and grateful to again this year be able to announce that we have 4 award recipients. Receiving a $1,000 scholarship, Michael Jacobus. Receiving a $500 scholarship, Aubriana Buckhorn. Receiving a $500 scholarship, Hayden Buckhorn. And our final award winner this afternoon, receiving a $500 scholarship, is Aiden Young.
Good afternoon. I'm representing the Steeleville Area 3960 Fraternal Order of Eagles. Founded in 1898, the Eagles is an international nonprofit organization uniting fraternity in the spirit of liberty, truth, justice, and equality in order to make human life more desirable by lessening its ills and promoting peace, prosperity, gladness, and hope. This means that we are people helping people. It is the goal of the FOE to bring together its members and the community, and the Steeleville branch is no exception. Since 1981, we pride ourselves in acting as the hub for our community to celebrate events and unify to support numerous causes and benefits. Our club is full of members of all ages and careers, and we all come together to promote happiness and fulfillment in life that this life can provide. While we honor all of these students today that have persevered through the high school years, the Steeleville Eagles recognizes 7 in total, but 4 Steeleville High School students who have displayed the character and passed the criteria to receive this scholarship. In 2015, the Eagles lost a valued member. He was a friend to all and a profound member of our local Eagles. From this hardship, and in alliance with the family of our fallen brother, we formed this scholarship. So in 2016, the Steeleville Eagles Ed Odell Memorial Scholarship was birthed. In the 8-year existence, we have dispersed nearly 50 scholarships. This scholarship is open to the high school seniors that will be attending college or trade school on a full-time basis. One parent or guardian must be a Steeleville Eagles member in good standing, and the scholarship application must be completed. The board and the members in its entirety wish to congratulate the 2024 graduating class and their parents and guardians. And we also wish to praise this year's acclaimed scholarship recipients. Would the students please come to the stage as their names are called? Please join me in congratulating the following 2024 Steeleville Eagles Ed Odell Memorial Scholarship recipients: Shelby Barker, Katie Crash, Camden Pierce, and Olivia Rivera.